All right, we are on.
We are on after we've been on and off.
We were on and off. We were on a different link. Some of you may have noticed, and then there was a technical issue. So we had to re-upload, and this is now the correct video. We're live. Welcome. If you're here, please tell us that you are here. Feel free, of course, to participate throughout, asking questions and being in as close touch as you can. So let us know that you can see us and hear us okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we will get going. I'll check as well on my side.
Yes, and I'll check this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think there do the start broadcast on that side.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly.
And yeah, hopefully this is all correct. Let me see.
Almost.
Yeah, let me just see. Sorry for the delay. One moment.
Mm-hmm. We just need some comments to know if we're on the right chat.
Yeah. And hopefully this is all. Yeah, sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Sounds great. Let's get started.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this should be right.
1 second. Just there's two. Which one is the right one?
Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, 100%. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
All right. So
We're
here. We're starting. And today's topic is about why people get stuck, why they get stuck in life, why they get stuck in their creativity in a relationship, why they get stuck in their business, why they feel like they can't overcome plateaus. People get stuck in the gym. People just get really stuck and they feel like they can't break through to any form of new level or potential.
Yeah.
So that's really the topic for today. And aloha, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Okay. So why do people get stuck?
Yeah.
People get stuck because they generally believe that the feeling is their boss.
Okay.
So when you feel that something is your boss, you will become more and more and more effect. And if you become more and more and more effect, then eventually you will become total effect, get stuck.
I see.
Okay?
Yes.
So the truth is that you've got yourself, the spirit, and we've got the body. And you can either be cause over the body, or you get orders from the body.
Right.
And the body, when I'm talking about the body, you can think about the body as anything physical. And emotions is just a physical thing. It's something that belongs to you. It is like, imagine your hand will tell you what to do. Imagine your hand tell you, okay, look here, go up, go down. It's like your emotion telling you what, your hands tell you what to do. It's exactly like your emotion tells you what to do.
So why is emotion a physical thing? Because most people think, no, emotion is something mental, or it's how I'm spiritually feeling. It's not physical, my emotions.
Okay, so emotion is your handling of motion. For as long as if there will be no motion, there's no emotion. I don't know if you notice that dead people has no motion and they don't have any emotion. Like a dead corpse don't get upset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was upset just before it became a corpse, but not while it's a corpse. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So emotion is the result of handling motion.
Yeah.
It's a very peculiar thing for this universe, this thing that called motion. The first thing that people get into motion, they really find it hard to confront.
Yeah.
So when motion comes towards you, or when you experience motion, your way of handling that motion is your emotion.
I see.
So you can think about it as a filter of how you handle this thing that come towards you. Someone come to punch you, and you can have a few options. You can ignore the punch. You can be afraid of the punch. You can make less of the punch. You can get angry with the punch. You can push away the punch. You can be enthusiastic of the punch and control it. And you can even start to play with that punch. It's really got to do with how you handling emotion.
Got it. Okay.
So
Yeah.
when you become the effect of your emotion, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see.
And the side effect, you will see that the more you are operating on your emotions, the less you will do, because life requires for you to do more.
Mm-hmm.
This body needs to do. It
Yeah.
does best when it's running, jumping, getting it to the edge.
Yeah.
But when you start to be careful, when you start to need to rest, when you start to be not sure about the body get destroyed and become fragile and tired, and eventually you can do nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and that's really being stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. So to go back to what you were saying at the beginning is you have to basically do not what you feel you need to do. And most people operate on feelings and therefore they get stuck.
Yeah.
So what's an example of that? Let's take, I don't know, you going to the gym and somebody's getting stuck with the gym.
Yeah.
Like just, yeah.
So you feel tired.
Yes.
So your emotion is I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Or you feel afraid of can I do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Or you feel apathetic about your body and you say, oh, I don't know, I'm dead, or I don't know. In any case, I'm already fat, or I'm whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And instead of deciding, okay, what is the target that I want to achieve? What is my end result? Instead of operating on this is the target, and because this is the target, I know that's what I need to do. And so I will create the emotion that actually justify or cause that action that bring that result.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of saying, well, you know, I am fat, which is a kind of a beingness,
Mm-hmm.
so I cannot move, so I cannot arrive there quickly. I say I need to arrive there quickly, so I'm going to move fast. And the beingness is of a person that is very light. And if that's your viewpoint, if this is how you operate, you will see that you, as a side effect, as a benefit, freed, by the way, you will start to lose weight as well.
Got it.
Just by that viewpoint.
I see.
So your viewpoint defined your weight, your viewpoint defined your action, your viewpoint defined your energy. This beingness, what I am, not what I own.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide, okay, this is the target, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm becoming, beautiful.
Yeah.
Most people are stuck on one beingness. They're fat, they're sick, they are young, they are old. One beingness limits you. What you need to do is to say, this is what needs to be done. This is what the target. So this is what needs to be done. So I will become the things that bring that result.
I see. Regardless of how I feel, regardless of anything, I'm going to do what needs to be done.
I'm going to be the things that can do the things that need to be done so I can have what I want to have.
I see. Okay. And now with work, people get stuck in work. They get stuck in life in
what
general.
Do you mean? Give me an example.
So somebody's, they have a stable job. They know that right now, if they move to another job, it's very likely that it might be a bit of an increase, but it's a whole other story now to meet the team and to move. And they've been with this place for 10 years and they're comfortable there, but they're also feeling in general that life is getting expensive and the job is not paying really so well, but this is kind of the best that they have. They have the setup that they've been there for 10, 15 years and they're stuck. You know, you have these people that have been in one place and they want more, but they just feel that there's no realistic way that they can achieve more. You know what I mean? That sort of scenario. Yeah, exactly.
No, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what it means, it's like you've got a person that already lost.
Yeah.
He's stuck on a beingness.
Yeah.
And he has a beingness of I'm an accountant for that company. And this is what I do. And there will be some kind of results. And the results is something that just happened. It's like, it's an effect. If you go, this is what I am, I'm constant, I'm the accountant, and this is what I do, and this is the results. The result is just an accident.
Yeah, right,
It's
right.
not really something that I caused. But if I go and I say, okay, fine, If I'll bring those results, the company will do so well, and I will be able to, of course, receive much more money, or I will develop for myself a name or whatever.
Yeah.
So if I say, okay, fine, so I need to bring these results. What I need to do is to do that. I need to work 7 days a week, 20 hours per day. This is what needs to be done. So I'm going to become a person that love working. I'm going to become the most workaholic person in the universe for the next year until I bring that result. And I love it.
Right.
Instead of, oh, I need to do that. It's difficult. And half of the day, the person fight all his internal counter intentions.
Yeah, I see. That's a great point. Yeah. Okay. And how does somebody start on that path? Because even if it's not that extreme, I know people that have been in a job for 2 years, they don't really have other job options.
Why other jobs option? You can stay for the same job for another 20 years. It's actually good. If people move from one job to another job every year or 2 years, they're useless. Those people that jump from one job to another every 2 years, they're useless. You cannot bring real results in 2 years.
Yeah.
It's very little.
Yeah.
It's very little. You basically, those people leave not because they want to improve, but because they know that they have not brought result in that job and they feel bad. So they leave the area.
I see.
They're not actually moving in order to progress. They're moving, they're getting a better offer, but they don't actually progress in life. And after 1, 2, 3, 7 times, 10 times they move for the next job, they now move between jobs 20 years, over 10, 15 years, never progress, never really progress. And all of a sudden they will find themselves without a job, without money, and they will deteriorate very fast.
Okay, I didn't know that. So what if somebody moves jobs because they are getting a better offer, they're getting better pay.
Better pay do not mean progress.
Yeah. So what was progress? What would be progress?
Progress would be that I really bring results, so I get paid for something that I worked. Not because someone else just need another job and I sell him that I can bring results, but I don't actually bring results.
Yeah, I see.
Because most people, they go to a new job, they don't survive. If everyone move every 1, 2 years,
Yeah.
it means no one bring results. There is a viewpoint that, oh, I just need a better pay. No, you don't need a better pay. You need to produce more results. And the better pay would be an accident. It would just happen, but it will be real better pay. And you will really get into a position where you will become powerful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are very weak. You move from one job to another and you don't know what will happen. And you are worried, blah, blah, blah. And maybe you got a few dollars more. But your mental condition has been deteriorated because you know deep inside that you don't worth the money that you get paid.
I see.
They pay you for time, not for product, not for results. So deep inside, you know you're useless.
Yeah, I see.
So yes, you'll get better paid, but you're not certain. You are useless. You're not powerful. You're not becoming more powerful. You're not becoming more alive. You're becoming more afraid, more cautious, more looking for security instead of looking for adventure, which means you're dead. You're stuck.
Yeah, 100%. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, and also Margaret here said, love this. Absolutely.
Love you, Margaret.
Yeah, and if anyone else is on and has questions or wants to add on. I think we have some kind of
an issue with the chats.
We might have an issue with the chat.
I think we have an issue with
But let us know if you have any questions, anything that you want to add along the way.
Yes.
So when you have a situation, and I'll give you another example of being stuck. You have a situation where somebody's in a relationship and they feel that for whatever reason they're stuck in the relationship. Maybe the husband is not what he has died a little bit as a person, and he's this kind of guy who's like stuck, but the wife wants much more, as an example, right? And the wife feels that she's stuck in the relationship. She has kids, she's in this job with this guy who's kind of a deadbeat, and there's this like stuck thing that most people live in. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's take that wife.
Yeah.
And let's give her a new guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And she has a new guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what will happen with this new guy? Nothing, unless if she will create, she will put something there. She'll say, okay, this is the target. And she will create something. And regardless of what's happening with him, if she will put the game there, he will come. So it's not that the husband is dead or the wife is dead. Both of them are not creating the relationship.
True, they're not creating the relationship. But a new guy could come and he's an adventure guy, and she meets this guy and he likes to fish and he likes to this and he likes to that, and it'll bring new life into the relationship.
Yes, for a very short time. Because the source of the problem has not been handled.
Which was what?
Which was she's not in communication and he's not in communication. And when he's out of communication, she doesn't know how to handle it. When she's out of communication, he doesn't know how to handle it. So she takes with her the disease. So it's like taking a drug. It gives you a temporary relief, but the actual source has not been handled.
I see.
So if it was true, all you had to do is to get married, and then after 3 years, just go replace, get a new model, and and everything will be good. But you'll see that the second marriage is not better than the first one, and the third one is not better than the second one, and the fourth one is not better than the fourth one. And in the fifth one, the guy's already tired and he's now really stuck because he proved to himself that nothing works.
Yeah.
Look at every marriage. Look at every single marriage, and you will see that the second marriage is not really different than the first one because the source of the problem is the same source and it has not been handled.
I see.
And there is no such kind of a pool of very sane people that hide somewhere that you just need to find, and you're going to find this new guy and he's more sane. He's probably 100,000 times less sane than your husband or your wife, and the problems the same on steroid. They just covered with sugar at the beginning, and it takes some time until the sugar melts, and you see the underlying code, the underlying
the real
thing.
What's there? Yeah. Amazing. Got it. Okay. And then Rushina saying, what if the person doesn't find their job fulfilling anymore because he finds it unethical, perhaps? So someone's in an unethical job. Okay.
So if you're in an unethical job, why are you there? That's correct. But it could be one job, not 20.
Right.
Yes? And if it's not fulfilling, make it fulfilling. The job is not going to fulfill you. You're going to make it fulfilling.
Yeah.
So the whole idea behind doing what you need to do and not what you want to do is I look at what needs to be done and I decide, okay, so this is what's the target. This is what needs to be done. And I fall in love with what needs to be done. If what needs to be done is picking up weight, I pick up weight. If it is opening doors and closing doors, it is. If it is driving, it is driving. If it is writing some kind of code, that's what I'm in love with from now on until I achieve the target. It's not that I fall in love and then I do and then I get. No. I decide what I want, what I want to achieve. This, I know what I need to do, and I then make myself fall in love with what needs to be done, with that beingness that needs to be done. It's exactly the opposite. Most people do what they can or what they feel or they try or other useless thing.
Yeah.
Successful people decide what is the target, this what needs to be done, this what I'm going to do.
Right.
I do what needs to be done, not what I want, not what I feel, not any nonsense. This is the target. This is what needs to be done. I become the thing that can do that thing, and I love it. Let's say I want to lose weight. Okay? So my target is to lose, I don't know, 1 kilo, 2 kilo.
Yeah.
Or 10 kilo.
Right.
Okay. So what needs to be done is to be hungry. Yes. What needs to be done is stop eating. Yes?
Yeah.
So the beingness is, I take the beingness that from now on, I love the feeling of not eating. Cannot stand eating, even when I'm sitting.
Yeah.
I cannot stand eating.
Yeah.
That's the beingness. And people say, but I want to eat. And that's your problem. You want to eat, you'll be fat. I decide that's what needs to be done because this is the target. So I'm not fat.
Right. I see. Yeah, that concept of doing what needs to be done, not what you feel like, is a
Everything.
game changer.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. Rushina's also asking, can we decidedly fall in love with someone?
Yeah, you can decidedly fall in love with someone if there is a target, if there's a product at the end, if there's something to, if there's a, because I can fall in love with the stones. So what? What for?
Right.
So I fall in love. It holds 2.5 seconds. Falling in love do not bring about marriage, do not bring about life, do not. It's beautiful, it's wonderful for 55 seconds, and then what?
Right. Yeah.
Or 55 days, and then what?
Yeah. So it has to be with, everything has to be with a purpose.
Yes, there need to be a target, because
Target,
in
yeah.
this universe, if you don't improve, you decline.
Yeah.
What does it mean to improve? To bring more and more and more and more results.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that you stop bringing results, you start to get old.
Yeah.
The moment that you start to get old, you start to run towards dying. If you are interested in to run towards dying, not a problem. You can say that you're doing it while you're in love, but you're still going to die very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. Amazing. Amazing. That's
Yes.
that's a game changer.
Yeah, it's totally different viewpoint. Most of the people really are useless. What does it mean useless? Doing what they can, doing what they feel, doing what they want.
Mm-hmm.
The hell with what you want. What needs to be done? What
Right.
I want is I have something that tell me what I want, and then I'm a puppet. Then I'm just useless.
100%. That is a different viewpoint,
Yeah.
but it's a big difference. And Rushina said, "Thank you." By the
You're
way.
very welcome.
Okay, great. So we're nearing the end of this already, but I want to talk about two things. Number one, we have the seminar in Canada coming up.
The one.
The one is what it's called. It's you can find it, by the way, on gprosperity.com/Canada. Early August, 7-day seminar. Can you tell a few people that are listening a few words about what it's going to be about?
Okay, so it's somehow connected to what we just spoke about.
Yeah.
You see, most people, they don't know that the spirit is this thing that knows. So if you know, you don't need any further data.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
If you know, you don't need confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, you don't need to check, did it happen?
Right.
If you know, you simply know.
Yes.
You don't check, like if someone asks you what's your name, you say your name, and you don't check, did I say my name correctly?
Yeah. Yeah. Or is that my name?
Yeah, you just know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. As this deteriorates, because people now, and because you want some interest, because when you know everything, it's like really boring. There's no gain, there's no interest. So as you start to deteriorate, the next thing that you do, you start to look for some kind of sensors. You start to look. You need some sensors that tells you what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
But the sensors is not anymore you. So if I touch you, I don't actually get you. There is a sensor here that tells me what's going on. So I'm in effect. So I'm to some degree in effect. By looking, I'm in effect. By touching you, I'm in effect.
Yeah, I see.
And as you go down and you see that you are in effect, there is motion that's starting to happen. So instead of looking, you start to feel, you start to have emotion, to operate on emotions.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you start to operate on emotions, obviously it's less you.
Yeah.
Then you see that things start to become difficult.
Which most people are
things
that's what we're talking about.
Yes, things become difficult. What is difficulty is counter emotions.
I see. Yeah.
It's just a counter emotion. That's all the difficulties in life. Yes.
Yeah, I see.
So things start to become difficult. Things start to become difficult, and because people don't know how to handle that, and they become more effect, they cannot anymore deal with any action. So effort or difficulties is the last bit of action that someone can do. And when he cannot do that, he starts to think about things. And then when you start to think about things, he actually thinking is something that you do with the past. So you totally disconnect with present time, and you go into the past
Mm-hmm.
and you deteriorate. And then you go into a new level of deterioration just below that. So you go again into, okay, let me look, but you don't now look at what's happening here, you look at the pictures.
I see.
And then you have feeling from the pictures, not from what's happening here.
I see.
And then you go below, and you've got all kind of efforts from the past.
Right.
Not the effort that even you exert. You get tired from thinking.
Yeah.
People sitting doing nothing and they're getting tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it goes again even more to more thinking that do not belong to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to build automaticities, all kind of mechanism, and this thing deteriorate, and the cycle go again and again down, and it happens many times until at the end a person thinks that the only thing that he can do is what something tell him to do, what he wants or what he feels, and this is still a high level.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are even below that. They
Wow.
are operating based on things that they say they want, but it's all not what they want. But they call it what they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not what they
100%.
want, but they call it what they want. It's all exterior to them, and they're unaware, unconscious as to what actually pushing them to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So the deterioration is huge.
Yes. Absolutely.
And the universe, this physical universe, is built in such a way that you will go down and down and down and down, and it gets so bad that it takes you, when you get really down, you move from one universe to a lower universe. So
Wow.
it's really becoming worse and worse. And there is a way to reverse this deterioration,
Yeah.
and to put you at cause of a life, instead of being the effect of the physical universe. You become cause of the physical universe. And then once this is happening, you become you.
Wow.
You get the present
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's an amazing description of what's to come.
Yeah.
Because I can totally see that. I was talking to people today over dinner actually about that exact thing. And you could just see that people are doing things on total automatic. They have no idea exactly why they do things.
Nothing.
They
have justifications, but it's not the real why. It's automatic. If you really look exterior, you see that every single person say that everyone else is stupid.
Yeah.
Every single person have something to say about why the other people are wrong, and without any ability to improve the situation, which means that they are wrong. If I say that you are wrong, but I can fix you, no problem.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But if
I say that you are wrong and I actually bring a deteriorated condition for me, for you, and for others.
Yeah, 100%. And Rashina said, if we are so deteriorated, don't you think our targets may not be ours either?
Any target is better than no target. The point is not what the target or who gives you. The target is bringing you into a position when you are certain. Because for as long as you operate based on what you want, you are puppet. But if you define the target, even if it's not your target, but you say, okay, this is mine, and now I'm changing my beingness and I'm going somewhere. It's not really important what it is. As long as you become cause over something,
I see.
You'll see that you'll become, the purpose is to become cause. The purpose is not to achieve the target.
Yeah.
The purpose is to become cause and to become cause and to become cause, because when you really cause, you simply know.
Yeah.
There's no more being, doing, having. You just know.
Right. So just by that very exercise of switching that and getting into this muscle of being able to switch into a beingness and set your target, that alone is therapeutic.
To prove to yourself that you're cause. It's not important if you learn how to program, or if you learn how to play guitar, or if you learn how to dance, or if you learn how to do the accounting in a company.
Yeah.
For as long as you are cause, you define what you want to achieve, even if someone else, the boss gave you what you want to achieve, you say, okay, fine, I'm going to achieve it. This is what I need to do, and this is what I become to do that. Boom, you won.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
It's not important that it's you put it, irrelevant. The purpose is not the product. The purpose is that you are cause.
Yeah. I see.
It's
Amazing.
getting out of being an effect. That's
Yeah.
the actual purpose.
Amazing. That's amazing. Got it. Okay. That's incredible.
Mhm.
So that's about the 7-day seminar coming in Canada. So you can go to gprosperity.com/Canada. Now, this Saturday is a totally free webinar,
Mhm.
and it's the Advanced Family and Relationship Academy.
Let's see where it is.
Yeah, we'll put it on. Oh, there.
Yeah, here we
right
go.
there. We're putting it on the screen now. It's gprosperity.com/advanced FAC.
Mhm.
So what are you talking about? It's actually a series, and on that link you can find some replays, by the way. But yeah.
So basically, in order for relationship to break down, and relationship, I'm talking about relationship with your friends, your relationship with your family, relationship with your body,
Yeah.
relationship with your possessions. In order for the relationship between you and your car to break down, there needs to be something very specific that happened, that if that did not happen, the relationship will never break down. Every relationship has only one reason why it breaks down. There's a lot of manifestations, there's a lot of noise, but the actual source why you don't like your car anymore is one.
Yeah.
And we're calling this thing the relationship snake. It's the same snake from the Garden of Eve.
Yeah. yeah, exactly.
That messed up the relationship between
Adam and Eve.
not Adam and Eve, Adam and God, and Eve and God.
Yeah.
Yes. So if he managed to mess up the relationship with God,
true.
I'm sure
That's
once
true.
you will learn it, you will see that he can mess up the relationship between Adam and Eve too.
Yeah.
And the problem with this snake is, like any snake, is under the ground. You don't see it.
Yeah.
By the time you feel the bite, you're dead.
I see.
And although people learn about it and hear about it, if you are not getting really trained to recognize it and handle it, even if I will tell you, once your relationship will break with someone else, the last thing that you will think about is the snake.
I see. Yeah. It won't be something
There
that's
will
actually
be
yours. Yeah.
There will be all kind of explanations.
Yeah.
But the actual source behind all those explanations is the snake. So I'm teaching. I made this thing totally free.
Yeah.
Because it's really a service to mankind. You need to learn about that. You have to learn about it if you are to survive in this universe.
Right.
So
it's powerful.
Beyond powerful.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Go on to the website, watch some of the replays, and it will not take you long to realize, I need to know it.
Yeah, there's something here.
There's
a lot here.
Yes, there is everything here.
And then when you join live, it's like 10 million times better because you can ask questions, you can interact. When it's happening live, there's just something about the participation of it that you just get so much more out of it than just sitting back and watching the replay. It's like in the moment. So it's this Saturday. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. South African time. And you can
7 p.m. Israel time.
7 p.m. Israel time, yes.
And it's 6:10 at heaven.
Okay. A little bit ahead of time.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So gprosperity.com/advanced FAC, and then you can register for free to the seminar and the webinar and learn about the relationship snake.
Yeah.
How to discover the hidden bite.
How to discover, how to handle.
Yeah.
What's the ramification? What's actually happening? You will discover some amazing thing about communication. Everyone talk about communication, how communication is important. But once you will really realize that communication, actually, the purpose of communication is to reduce the distance, to make me you.
Okay. Yeah.
to share the same space.
Yeah.
That's really the purpose of communication,
I see.
to reduce the distance, so we actually create duplication. And
Mhm.
if me is you and you is me, then we have an understanding.
Yeah.
Now, what makes this distance longer? What makes a line not as short as possible? The more deviation from a straight line, the longer the line, the more the distance. Even if we're very close, if the communication goes like that,
Right.
it will never arrive, even if
Yeah.
I'm touching you.
Yeah.
Yes?
100%.
So this deviation, that's what the snake doing. That's why, by the way, the snakes are crawling like that, because they
Yeah.
mix the line. They actually destroy the communication line.
I see.
They make sure that the communication will never actually arrive.
I see. That's interesting.
So they make sure that our communication will not arrive, and his communication will arrive.
I see.
So the only way for our communication not to arrive is for the line to be crooked.
Mhm.
And when our communication is not there, this snake totally controls you,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
because this is not an actual line. This is a hidden line.
Yeah. Because you don't have that line.
Exactly.
Wow. Amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. So don't miss it. It's
Don't
this
miss it.
Saturday. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
So you have two assignments. Number one, register for this Saturday.
Yeah.
It's gprosperity.com/advanced FAC. It's free.
And check the webinar. Check the landing page for the one.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the second assignment, gprosperity.com/Canada. Check it out. Go through it. There's some amazing information there.
Yeah.
Okay, this was great.
Mm.
Mwah. I love you, Abale. Thank you, everyone
Thank
that
you
joined.
for watching, and we will see you next week at the same time,
Next week, same time,
same hour,
same hour,
same day,
same day,
different location.
different location. Yes. Bye.